The days may be numbered for one of the two public indoor swimming pools here in the valley. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the future of the Splash Arena indoor swimming pool at Scottsbluff High School may come down to the cost of repairs for an apparent leak, which has caused, at minimum, a temporary closure of the aging facility. Scottsbluff Public Schools Facilities Director Randy Scott told KNEB News a final determination on this fate of the pool will be made by the school board after engineer estimates come in. Scott says an increase in utility costs led them to believe that there was a possible leak in the pool. He says the pool was shut down after competition swim season ended and they evaluated the leak. Scott says that they have been working with a pool consultant and Baker & Associates to make final cost estimates for repairs, and the board will then have to make their determination on the pool's future. Scott says the board could make a determination as early as their May board meeting, but that will depend on how quickly the engineers will be able to assess the issue with the pool. Well, the city of Gering will be entering negotiations on the potential sale of the former Lane Auction House property to an entrepreneur intent on developing the property. Following a 45-minute closed session Monday night, the council unanimously voted to have the city attorney begin purchase agreement negotiations with Gering resident Wade Brashear. He says that he's been looking for a building or property to develop a restaurant serving Mexican food, saying the niche is underserved in the community.
I think with the courthouse and the city offices and the new business park that Gering's building right here, I think it's got loads of potential. I think people want to see it developed right there. But I think the city needs to realize the cost of development, and to get to that point, needs to keep costs low and look to help the potential buyer to acquire the lot for whatever is reasonable, and look for funds to help economic development downtown Gering.
Negotiations on the potential property sale are expected to begin next week. The city's asking price for the land on 11th Street across from the post office was $75,000. Well, coming up after the break, a spring snowstorm continues to work its way into the region. Bill Boyer's back with the latest forecast models right after this on KNEB.TV News.
It is never too early to start planning for retirement, and working with an experienced financial advisor can put you on the right path.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, our team of financial advisors will work with you every step of the way to maximize your retirement income.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Rick Morehouse, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation consultation.
Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
We've engineered the John Deere 6E Series tractor to be a versatile workhorse that's designed to fit your needs. And now we've engineered our special financing offers to work just the same. For a limited time, when you purchase a new 6E Series tractor, you'll choose between a free PowerGuard extended warranty or 0% financing each for 48 months. That's versatility through and through.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Crispy chicken, pit smoked ham, and luau sauce on a Sweet King's Hawaiian bun? It's like we're trying to get you to try it or something.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Here we go again with another major winter storm on the way. It's not looking like it tonight out there. Temps are very, very comfortable. We'll still be in the 60s by 7 o'clock, falling off into the 40s. Going to see some showers, especially after midnight. I think we'll start to see some showers, maybe even some overnight thunderstorms before things already start to turn windy tomorrow. And we get up in that 15, 20, 25 mile an hour range by early tomorrow morning. Notice we're still at rain, but we're down to 40 by 9. That will change, and we're under blizzard warnings again for our area. Blizzard warnings are in effect, our second one in a couple of weeks now. Some key differences that we will go over with this storm system from the last one. Still a serious storm in its right. Rain and thunder late tonight, heavy snow tomorrow. The worst of the weather appears to be coming tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening and tomorrow night should be the worst of the weather. 75 yesterday. We were even warmer than that today, just a few degrees shy of our record high, and a low of 41. Notice we're above normal, but we're trending much colder coming up. Nothing in the rain gauge, and we will change that. We'll probably get 3/4 of an inch of moisture out of this storm system, maybe a half to 3/4 in many locations. Yes, a blizzard's coming. You can't tell by this map. Look at these temperatures. 72 in Scottsbluff right now. Denver at 76. We're at 80 in Goodland, 80 in McCook, 66 in Norfolk. Look here at Hayes, 84 degrees right now. We have temps near 80. Ogallala at 78. Valentine at 65. A little cooler off to the north. Chadron 62. Lusk at 58. Torrington at 69. Winds are out of the northeast in the northern portions of the region, still out of the south as we're starting to see some of that cool air come in from the north. South winds 10 to 15 up to near 20 miles an hour, so not too big of a concern yet in terms of what we have going on. I'm going to try to back that up here real quick so we can show you. Here we go. This red shaded area, these are blizzard warnings that are out. We'll start from the west here. The blue shaded area, still winter storm watches. That's where we're not 100% certain yet that things are going to occur. The pink area, these are winter storm warnings. And then this red shaded area, which starts in the Nebraska Panhandle and slides off to the north and east, that is where we have the blizzard warnings. It includes areas like Imperial and Ogallala up through Ainsworth and all the way into portions of South Dakota. And again, winter storm watches surround that. It's a large system, but again, the majority of our area under a blizzard warning. Eastern Wyoming, our coverage area there, under a winter storm warning. This goes from tomorrow afternoon all the way through Thursday afternoon and even into early Friday morning in the Sand Hills. Here's our future cast tonight. We have some rain showers developing, a rumble of thunder or two. It should stay rain overnight. You can start to see the snow just to the north of us by sunrise tomorrow kicking in, and the cold air is going to follow it. Low temperatures tonight in the 30s to near 40 degrees, and that's going to be our highs for tomorrow too. By tomorrow, here comes the snow. It should turn over to snow by afternoon across the region. Here come the stout northeasterly winds. Snow ongoing through the afternoon and evening hours. Bands of some heavy snow rotating around off and on, and that is where we're going to be concerned about some heavy snow accumulations across the region. It's going to be a little bit on the elevation dependent. I think we may see some higher snow totals in the Wildcat Hills and up around the Pine Ridge, certainly compared to the last storm system. We're going to see some decent snowfall totals, but we don't expect the 12, 14, 16, 18 inches of snow that we saw off the last system. Here's high temperatures tomorrow, very close to the lows overnight tonight. So here's our snowfall forecast. We're going to broad brush this with a pretty widespread 7 to 10 inches. I think that will get most of us, maybe a little less in a few areas. Eastern Wyoming, maybe only 3 to 6 inches. They should have slightly less wind there. The stronger winds are going to be in the Panhandle and points eastward. Again, areas from Chadron over to Gordon and Valentine, Mullen, that area could be dealing with a foot or more of snow. I think we'll be under a foot for all of us here in most of the Panhandle, or the rest of the Panhandle, and we may see a few areas only get 4 to 8 inches of snow depending on elevation. So it's going to be an elevation dependent storm, and remember, 7 to 10 inches, the first 2 to 3 inches of that is going to melt as it reaches the ground, as we have some pretty warm temperatures out there. So a couple of key differences there. We are going to see some melting initially, but it is certainly going to get cold enough as we go behind this system. Here's our temperatures for tonight. We start off at 65 by 7 o'clock, and we nosedive down, as you would expect in the evening hours, and we get colder overnight, down to 44. Now that 44 is our starting point tomorrow. We drop into the low 40s. Here we go by 10 to noon, somewhere in that time frame, get down into that freezing point. Right in here would be where the rain would turn over to snow, and it would stay snow then as we fall clear down into the 20s. So from where we were today to where we end tomorrow afternoon, remember it was in the 70s right now, so we're looking at 50 degrees colder by this time tomorrow from where we are right now. Big changes in this weather pattern coming up. So rain and thunder tonight. Snow is expected tomorrow. Heavy snow is expected, and we are going to likely see some blizzard conditions. Remember, a blizzard means simply that snow is falling or blowing, reducing visibility to less than a quarter of a mile with 30 to 40 mile an hour winds for 3 hours or longer, and we certainly expect most of the area to see that. Blizzard warnings don't necessarily mean we're going to see a ton of snow. It just means we're going to have the blizzard conditions with reduced visibilities. Thunderstorms developing late tonight and some showers as we get towards morning. Lows around 40. Tomorrow we're in it. Rain turns to snow. Temps will fall. We'll be at 43 to start the day, but we'll be down into the 20s by afternoon. Very windy conditions. A blizzard is coming afternoon tomorrow. Winds gusting over 50 miles an hour. And as we look at our 7-day forecast, we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of weather uncertainty as we go through the next couple of days. Snow should continue into Thursday before tapering off. Highs Thursday may not get above freezing. Friday will be in the 30s as well, maybe into the low 40s for Saturday is all. Finally rebounding into the 50s and low 60s by the early part of next week, but another chance of showers arrives late Tuesday. Be prepared for this major winter storm across the area.
Crispy chicken, pit smoked ham, and luau sauce on a sweet King's Hawaiian bun? It's like we're trying to get you to try it or something.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viera Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Welcome back. A school superintendent from Iowa will be the next administrative leader at Goshen County School District Number 1. Board of Trustees President Catherine Patrick says Ryan Kramer, the superintendent of West Sioux Community Schools in Hawarden, Iowa, has been selected to take over the post vacated by Gene Krotowski at the beginning of the year. She tells KNEB News that Kramer rose to the top of the list through his commitment to ensuring students having an educational environment conducive to learning. Kramer's current contract in Iowa expires at the end of June, and then he will take over the superintendent's duties for the Torrington-based school district. Patrick says the new post will bring Kramer back closer to home, as he's a Rapid City native who had his first teaching job in a Colorado elementary school. Well, a Scottsbluff County judge has set a $250,000 bond for a Scottsbluff man accused of strangulation, child abuse, and assault. 29-year-old John Keller was arrested on Saturday night following a disturbance at a Gering residence. He reportedly scratched the face of a young girl and then choked his girlfriend with a chain. Keller was arraigned on the charges Monday afternoon and will be back in court on April 16th for his preliminary hearing. And a Gering man accused of passing a counterfeit $100 bill at a local gas station has been arrested and charged. Court documents say that 52-year-old Peter Cortinus went back to the gas station to play one of the video slot machines, and employees contacted police. When they arrived, they took a knife out of his pockets and found a meth pipe concealed in a bandana. Now, he told officers that he did not know that the bill was counterfeit and was paid that money for services rendered. He was arrested and charged with second-degree forgery and possession of methamphetamine. Well, coming up after the break, Chabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. Don't touch that dial. KNEB.TV News will be back in 90 seconds.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting, though, that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
More time on the road means more time in the shop. Take your car, truck, or SUV to High Tech Automotive. With 10 bays and commitment to quality service and customer care, we can do it all, from general maintenance to more serious problems. High Tech Automotive, between Frank Parts and Baumgars.
The University of Wyoming Extension hosted a seminar on soil moisture monitoring techniques last week at the Albin Community Center. I took the 21st Century K&B farm truck to the event. Vivek Sharma, University of Wyoming Extension irrigation specialist, says they have developed a lab to study soil moisture monitoring technologies.
In which we introduced or calibrated about 16 different sensors, and we looked into the seasonal fluctuation in the soil moisture reading and what kind of readings we get from each sensor. The idea is first to develop some kind of a calibration equations for those sensors, because all those sensors need in-field calibration.
The research used 7 different soil moisture sensors from a variety of companies. The sensors all responded well in the project for monitoring soil moisture in irrigation, both pivot and subsurface. Sharma says the important part is developing a calibration point for your soils.
All those sensors can be used or adopt for the irrigation scheduling programs for your field or for your management practices. Majority of sensor overestimate soil moisture sensors or soil moisture. So that's the reason we want to develop the calibration curves. Again, overestimation does not mean that you cannot use that sensor for the irrigation scheduling. The overestimation means that those sensor values give you high soil moisture, but you can set your limit based upon those soil moisture's maximum minimum values so that you can plan your irrigation.
Sharma discussed a variety of ways farmers can check their soil moisture, but using the available technology will bring the producers a better result in monitoring soil moisture.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
I'm Marcy Meyer, Vice President at Platte Valley Bank, with your Mortgage Mythbuster of the Week. Some people think that building a new house is difficult because construction loans are too complicated. The truth is, our lenders will work with you every step of the way to make your construction loan go to work for you. The mortgage lenders at Platte Valley Bank are here to help you find the right programs to fit your needs and your budget. Stop in today. No question is too big or too small.
And finally tonight, Governor Pete Ricketts thanked the state's electrical line workers for their hard work during the March 13th winter storm by proclaiming yesterday as Line Workers Appreciation Day at the state capitol. Ricketts expressed gratitude not only for the line workers' work last month and throughout the year, but also the sacrifices of their families.
Our linemen are the ones who go out when it's a blizzard, go out when it's a rainstorm, at night, holidays, weekends. You all are the ones that are going out there, no matter the conditions, to be able to restore that power as quickly as possible, because that's what people want. They want to get that power back as quickly as possible.
Pat Pope, president and CEO of the Nebraska Public Power District, noted that there were no major blackouts during that storm that hit the state last month. Additionally, 1,600 line workers across the state tend to 6,000 miles of high voltage lines, as well as the 100,000-mile sub-transmission and distribution system throughout Nebraska. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.